Hey, good evening. It's July 22nd. I want to continue reading from Ruth's curriculum goals about Christian character. And this material, I've had a chance to go over it the last few nights, and I've just been reminded how excellent this material is. And it's been kind of consuming my own thoughts, so I want to share some more of this with you. And tonight is about Christian character. I'm adapting something that she's written for curriculum goals, but it's some of the clearest and most vital information, understanding, instruction that I've ever heard, which is consistent with the person that she was, because Ruth, as you know, typified Christian character. And if we want to have that in our lives and our children's lives and what we're about, the clarity that she brings to this issue is worth considering. So character is the foundation. Biblical character is the foundation of what we need to be about as Christians. So here's what she says. Since the fall, redemption must precede the creation commands. As sinful creatures apart from God, we are unable to occupy and control the earth in ways that please God. But through redemption, not only are we saved, but also we are enabled to obey the creation commands. So it's much more than just being saved. The idea that Christianity is restricted to salvation is one of the great triumphs of Satan in making us think that salvation is just about character and restricted to character. Rather, redemption is far more than that. So redemption then is essential for education that glorifies God. Redemption yields the fruit of the Spirit. But redemption does not refer just to spiritual issues of salvation. The fruit of the Spirit is necessary not only for obedience in interpersonal relationships, but also for logical reasoning and accurate insights. Let me read that again. The fruit of the Spirit is the fruit of the Spirit is necessary not only for obedience in interpersonal relationships, but also for logical reasoning and accurate insights. The Bible teaches that only the regenerate mind can have wisdom. Unredeemed man cannot truly understand any aspect of creation, and therefore properly education. Understand parts of it, but we can't grasp what it's all about, meaning and purpose, apart from being regenerate. See, she's got a quite different view of what you might think about in terms of salvation than a lot of people do. Therefore, spiritual life is a primary concern for education. Only a regenerate student can acquire true knowledge and wisdom. All who teach in Christian education, whether you're a parent, whether you're an employer, whether you're a teacher, must cultivate and nurture godly character in themselves and in those they work with. In defining spiritual goals, we recognize that regeneration is the work of the Holy Spirit. We cannot produce the effects of regeneration, that is, godly character, by our training. However, we can, as we disciple our children, we can see that worked out in them as Christ works in them as they learn. So the goals for the character, threefold. Our standard for character must be the Bible standard. The following passages describe the fruit of the Spirit and the character of believers. Galatians 5:22 and 23 talk about the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. This is the core. James 3:17 talks about wisdom from above. The wisdom that comes from heaven, from above, is first of all peace-loving, pure, open to reason, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. And then lastly, we see in Matthew 5:1-17, the things that describe a Christian person in action, the way they ought to live. comprise mostly of what we call the Beatitudes. The content of these passages should permeate all of our lives, all teaching, and all of our relationships, all of them. If you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, a brother, a sister, a parent, child, a working relationship, these things should control and permeate them all. Biblical character should be demonstrated by parents, by teachers, by leaders, by anyone who wants to encourage those to follow Christ. The discipler must always cultivate godly character in those with whom he interacts. So anyone who wants to teach and instruct others, be a guide to others, must learn to instruct and encourage everything about them in Christian character. And then we must recognize the fruit of the Spirit in our students, in our people, in our friends, in our children. And that's the goal. That's what Ruth wants us to embrace. You think about that this night. It's a really good thing. And give me any questions you have, and we'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.